Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Eat Mostly Greens. Aaj ka topic is going to be about multivitamins. We've all heard about multivitamins. We know that they're very popular these days. The industry is blooming. So I'm going to talk all about multivitamins और क्या आपको लेनी चाहिए हैं या नहीं. So average people like me and you who are healthy, क्या उनको ज़रूरत होती है मल्टीविटामिन की? ये बिजनेस और ये इंडस्ट्री इतनी पॉपुलर है, हम हर जगह एड्स देख रहे होते हैं. अ लॉट ऑफ डॉक्टर्स एंड न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट रेकमेंड कि आप मल्टीविटामिन लें. काफ़ी लोगों को फील होता है कि वो इफ देर मिसिंग आउट ऑन समथिंग अगर वो नहीं ले रहे, बिकॉज दे सी दिस ऑल अराउंड देम. एंड आई हैव क्वाइट अ फ्यू मल्टीविटामिन्स विद मी हियर टू शेयर विद यू. सम विटामिन C, some vitamin B, women's daily multivitamins. So today we're going to talk about multivitamins और क्या आपको ज़रूरत है लेने की या नहीं है. So I had the pleasure of taking a pharmacology course this past fall of 2021. And that course was actually taught by a PharmD, a very, very highly qualified pharmacist. And it gave me quite an insight into the world of pharmacology and medicine, right? इससे पहले I didn't have that much of a knowledge. लेकिन उस course के अंदर हमें काफ़ी condense करके और जल्दी पढ़ाया गया था, all about medications and multivitamins and things like that. So a few things that I learned from that is कि multivitamin industry जो आपकी है, जो बनाती है multivitamins, उनकी कोई regulatory force नहीं है. You know how the food has FDA, the Food and Drug Association, who monitor food intake, उस पे labels लगाते हैं, organic, ये वो. Multivitamins की there is no regulatory force. USP seal is a USP verified mark on dietary supplements जो FDA approve करती है और उन कुछ supplements पे लग जाता है. So I would say कि yeah, वो थोड़े से legit होते हैं in the sense that they are a higher category compared to those multivitamins or supplements that don't have a USP seal. So you want to look for that USP seal on these. Varna, the rule of thumb is if you are going to go for a multivitamin, then go for a company that is renowned, that's well known, that has good ratings, good feedback, and that a lot of people know about. I would prefer that you go for a renowned old brand that is popular than a new one that's in the market and doesn't have, because you don't have that regulatory force. So it's better that you go for brands that are well known. Now that we have that established, let's get into multivitamins और इनकी research क्या है. Now multivitamins are supplements that come in gummies form, in powders and tablets and things like that, and they have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them that could potentially help a person decrease their chances of developing any disease. It could decrease their chances, for example, for heart disease, for cancer, and things like that. And some of them even make these claims on them. And the amount of these vitamins and minerals in the multivitamin varies because there is no regulatory source. For example, let's say vitamin C. Some of the brands will have a 500 mg, some of them will have a 1500 mg. So it really depends on the multivitamin that you are looking at. Now that we know that we should get multivitamins from a reputable brand, let's look at different links. Now, sabse pehli cheez, because heart disease is the primary killer, let's look at multivitamin and heart disease. Now, there is research that suggests that when you start taking multivitamins, your chances of or your risk of developing heart disease decreases. But at the same time, there's also research that suggests that it does not happen this way. So on one side, we do see that adding vitamin A, C, and E in a multivitamin had no effect on heart disease, cerebrovascular disease, and cancer. In fact, it had an adverse effect, especially on male smokers. However, on the other side, there are researches that suggest that taking a multivitamin can help you decrease your risk of heart disease, decrease your risk of cancer. And I can link some of the studies in the description box below if you are interested in looking at the link between these things and taking multivitamins. अब बात करते हैं कि क्या multivitamins dangerous हो सकती हैं. अब देखें, बिकॉज डोज डिपेंडेंस इतनी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, आपको थोड़ा सा ख्याल रखना है, स्पेशली फॉर फैट सॉल्युबल. जो आपकी विटामिन ए, विटामिन डी, विटामिन ई और विटामिन के है, दीज आर फैट सॉल्युबल विटामिन्स. तो ये आपकी बॉडी में जब आप लेते हैं, इट टेक्स अ वाइल फॉर दीज टू एग्जिट आउट ऑफ योर बॉडी. दैट इज़ वाई दीज कैन बी अ लिटिल डेंजरस. इनको आपको डोजेजेस देखनी चाहिए. यू शुड टर्न इट अराउंड एंड सी के क्या डोजेजेस हैं ऑफ ADE के जो फैट सॉल्युबल हैं. जो आपकी वाटर soluble, जिस तरह vitamin C हो गए, that exits out of your body easily. So even if you go a little up and down, it's not as harmful as taking higher dosages of fat soluble vitamins. Similarly, vitamin A is something that pregnant women should be concerned about because that does cause some neural tube defects in the fetus, right? Similarly, smokers should be a little careful of beta carotene and vitamin A intake because it does increase your chances of lung cancer. Now, there's so much mixed research out there, right? Like you've seen, even with the description box below, look at those articles and see there's so much mixed research about if a multivitamin is good for you, if it's harmful for you, if it can reduce the risk of a certain disease or whatever. But at the same time, कुछ लोगों के लिए essential भी होते हैं vitamin intake, and that's why we are very grateful for these companies that are making good quality vitamins out there. For example, people who are taking metformin for diabetes, उन लोगों को लेनी पड़ती है B12 because वो B12 deficiency होने लगती है with intake of metformin. Similarly, जो लोग PPIs ले रहे होते हैं GERD के लिए, heartburn के लिए, उनको भी B12 eventually लेनी होती है because B12 deficiency होने लगती है. Similarly, जो आपके older adults हैं या vegans हैं, they also usually take vitamin B12 because they're not able to get adequate amounts of B12 from their diet. So for all these reasons, we are very grateful for the vitamin industry to have these good quality vitamins available to us. Now to the big question. Should a healthy person like you and me, right, should we take multivitamins? क्या हमें ज़रूरत है खाने की multivitamins को? Is it the ticket to good health? जो आजकल multivitamins को जिस तरह market में portray किया जा रहा है, it almost seems like they are the ticket to good health. You almost, it's kind of like portrayed in a way that if you have good vitamins and minerals in your diet, then you don't need to worry about your food. And I would say it's actually the flip side. So I would suggest that you focus on good quality food more than good quality expensive vitamins. Like if you can get your vitamin C by eating oranges or by eating carrots, then I would suggest that you include these foods in your diet rather than spend money on expensive vitamins. However, if you are one of those people who are concerned about their intake of fruits and vegetables, let's say you're not able to meet your requirements, then adding in a multivitamin is a good idea. Or if you are a woman of childbearing age, I would suggest you do add multivitamin, especially those that contain folic acid, into your diet so that you have adequate amounts of these multivitamins in you already by the time you get pregnant, so that you are able to sustain and get through pregnancy and then afterwards as well. So first focus should always be food, good quality wholesome food. उसके बाद आपकी multivitamins आती हैं और अगर आपने लेनी है तो there's no harm in it. लेकिन अगर आप अपनी multivitamin खा के खाने को sacrifice करेंगे कि because I had that और उसमें vitamin C है, A है, D है, तो मैं अब खाना let me skip the salad, then थोड़ा सा मसला है, right? So always focus on the food first, and then comes all of these vitamins into your diet. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested in taking any multivitamin, any kind of a vitamin or mineral. Have you heard about these things? Are you interested in taking it for yourself or someone else? I would love to answer any questions you have about these. I wanted to make this video condensed. I wanted to make it short and sweet. However, we can have a discussion in the comments below if you like. If this video was useful for you, give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It always encourages me to make good quality content for you. Take care and keep eating mostly greens.